Are you looking to streamline your manufacturing operations and take full control of your production process? In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to use Monday.com for manufacturing management. By the end of this video, you'll know how to set up dedicated workspaces, create custom boards, and automate workflows that save you time and headaches, whether you're overseeing a small workshop or managing large-scale factory production. Let's dive right in, starting with creating your workspace, the foundation of your Monday.com setup. To begin, simply click the plus button, usually found on your left-hand sidebar. Select Workspace to start fresh, or if Monday.com has a template that fits your needs, feel free to use it. Templates can be a great shortcut if you find one tailored for manufacturing. Giving your workspace a clear, descriptive name, such as manufacturing production, is super important. Think of your workspace as the main building in your digital factory. Labeling it clearly keeps everything organized and makes collaboration with your team so much easier down the line. With your workspace set, it's time to build out boards for various aspects of the manufacturing process. Boards are like specialized rooms in your facility, each dedicated to a different purpose. Say, production schedule, inventory, or material requirements. You'll add a new board by hitting that plus button again and selecting Board. Take a moment to consider which processes need their own space. If your team needs to track inventory separately from scheduling, setting up distinct boards keeps information focused and easy to find. Don't worry if you're not quite sure. Remember, you can always add or adjust boards as your needs evolve. Now, let's talk about customizing the columns within each board. Columns help define what information you're tracking, almost like the labels on shelves in a storeroom. For example, you'll want an item column for product or task names, so everyone knows exactly what's being referred to. A status column, set up as a drop-down menu, lets you mark tasks as not started, in progress, or completed, giving real-time visibility on where things stand. Assign responsibilities easily with an owner column. This turns accountability into a clear process. Next, add a due date column to specify deadlines. This helps avoid bottlenecks and keeps your timelines moving smoothly. You can rank importance with a priority column, which might use status options or a simple number rating. And for those keeping track of supplies, include an inventory count, using a numbers column to help avoid stock shortages. As you create these columns, pause for a moment to think about what info will help your team be proactive, not just reactive in the production flow. Here's where Monday.com can really shine for manufacturing, automations, and integrations. Head to the Automations section. This is often at the top of your board, and it's where you can set up rules that trigger helpful actions automatically. For instance, you can design it so that when a production task is marked completed, Monday.com will instantly update the inventory count or send notifications to the next person in your workflow. This kind of automation ensures critical steps are never missed and reduces manual data entry, freeing up your team to focus on what matters. Don't worry if setting up automations feels intimidating at first. Many are point and click with helpful templates to get you started. For even smoother workflows, connect Monday.com with other tools you're already using, like inventory management software or accounting platforms. Integrations let your data flow seamlessly across systems, so fewer exports, imports, and potential errors. It might take a few moments to link everything, but the payoff is huge. Less duplication of effort and a much clearer overview. And that's your complete guide to setting up Monday.com for manufacturing production management. If you have questions or want more in-depth examples, let me know in the comments. I'm always here to help. Don't forget to like this video if you found it useful and subscribe for more detailed tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.